In a small camp nestled under the blazing sun of the ancient Near East, lived a maid named Hagar. She was the personal servant to Sarai, the wife of a wealthy old man known as Abram. Life was simple yet challenging, with camels braying annoyingly and the laborious task of water fetching. Sarai had a peculiar predicament. She and Abram were waiting for a child about as patiently as a child waits for their turn on a playground swing. Each morning, as the sun painted the sky in golden streaks, Sarai hoped but never received a divine covenant. In a rare burst of genius, Sarai decided to grant Hagar the chance to experience parenting while also taking part in her own complicated cosmic scheme. "Hagar," Sarai declared, "I have an idea. You shall bear Abram a child." Hagar, wide-eyed and puzzled, nodded. The next morning, much like a project taking unexpectedly longer, Hagar discovered she was expecting a little human. Now imagine Hagar's life. She went from fetching water to having evening conversations with her unborn little being. She couldn't run anymore. Sarai, however, wasn't handling it all too well. She began to engage in lamentations that could have rivaled a Shakespearean tragedy. How dare Hagar actually become pregnant? She grumbled, having no flair for crisis management. Abram said, "Do whatever you think is right." Sarai, with eyes that reflected the fury of a sandstorm, confronted Hagar and in a tone typically reserved for delivering bad news, sent her away. Poor Hagar, feeling the rejection equivalent of being the least loved stuffed animal in the store, left for the desert. Midway through her trek, Hagar encountered a divine messenger, honestly more reliable than most GPS services. The messenger's voice, both heavenly yet annoyingly omniscient, addressed her. Why run from Sarai? Hagar, to Hagar's credit, admitting to emotional escapades was embarrassing. "Return," instructed the messenger with the wisdom of a sage but the compassion of an out-of-service ATM. "You are soon to have a son, Ishmael. He will become a pillar in his own right, though slightly wild, akin to a Bedouin who forgot his morning coffee." Upon these prophetic words, finagled with divine foresight, Hagar returned. Back at Camp Abram, Hagar entered with a newfound aura of confidence, the kind one has after winning a tug-of-war against a stubborn mule. Sarai, now peering with a smidgen more respect, was still bitter. And when Hagar bore Ishmael, something wondrous happened. The heavens didn't part for angelic choir practice, but at least Abram was ecstatic, like someone who found his favorite old slippers. And as for Hagar, she rocked motherhood as if it were her destiny or an unexpected turn of historical chess.